Hey, what's up? I'm Greg, and I run Scope Design. We do websites, automation, and help businesses stop wasting time doing things that can totally be streamlined. Today, I want to talk about something that's kind of changed how I build things. It's called vibe coding. It's not hype, it's not some made up buzzword. It's honestly just a smarter, faster way to build with AI as your co pilot. Not replacing dev work, just speeding up the parts that used to suck. So if you're wondering how it works, what to watch out for, and how I'm actually using it right now in a real WordPress plugin, let's get into it. All right, first, what is vibe coding? Vibe coding is when you describe what you want to build in plain English, and an AI tool like ChatGPT, Cursor, Replit writes the code for you. You're not writing everything from scratch. You're guiding the AI, shaping the output with clear prompts. You might say, build me a plugin that lets users create quotes with draggable product cards. And boom, it gives you a foundation to work with. It's like working with a super fast, slightly unpredictable junior developer. You don't blindly trust the output, but it gets you going way faster than starting from zero. I started using it on a real project, a quote system plugin for WordPress. Think product cards, quote builder, lightweight cart functionality, all custom. Normally, I'd hand code the structure, post types, admin UI, the works. But this time, I used Cursor. Dropped a prompt like create a custom post type called quote item with fields for name, price, image, and category. And yeah, it wasn't perfect, but it gave me a structure fast. I could spend more time tweaking features and less time typing. That's when it clicked. This isn't cheating, it's a smart delegation. I'm still doing the hard thinking, but I'm saving a ton of time. Here's what I love about vibe coding. 1. Speed. You get from idea to working prototype crazy fast. 2. Clarity. Writing prompts forces you to get super clear about what you want. 3. Strategic focus. You're solving business problems, not wrestling with syntax. 4. It's great for solo devs or small teams. You can experiment more without killing your whole week on version 1. But it's not all smooth sailing. Here's what to watch out for. AI makes confident mistakes. It'll write broken, insecure code like it's totally fine. You have to review everything. Vague prompts lead to chaos. Be too general and it'll build you the wrong thing or way too much of it. No replacement for experience. You still need to know what good code looks like. Backups are a must. Version control saves your life when AI generates something wild that nukes your progress. All right, let's stop talking theory and actually do some vibe coding. I'm going to switch over to my screen and I'll show you how I add a feature to the quote plugin using AI, just so you can see how this plays out in the real world. Let's go. All right, so here we are on the computer and we're just gonna jump into it. I think what I'm gonna work on right now is adding a settings page to this quote builder plugin that we're working on. So first thing I'm gonna do is come into Cursor and I'm going to just ask it to check the current state of the project. Actually, I'll add the WordPress context. All right, and then I'll say, please. All right, we'll give it a minute to do that. It'll go through all of the files. All right, cool. So now we are going to ask it to add a settings menu and page. Builder menu. And So just giving it some more details. Now I'm going to tell it to just add the page, and we'll add things to it after. Alright, so hopefully I'm containing its scope enough that it's not going to go crazy, so we'll go ahead and hit enter and see what happens. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we'll just go for it and we'll hit accept all, and then let's critical error. Okay, why do we have this critical error? I'm not exactly sure. So what we're going to do is tell the editor that we'll see if we can hold off on grabbing the debug log from WordPress and see if we can just have it work from that. Okay. All right, we'll accept that and let's give it a refresh. All right, sweetness. So now we have our settings, but oddly we have two of them. So we'll have to ask it why there are two settings pages. It's the same page, it's just registered twice. I've actually seen this before in another plugin somebody recently released. Okay, so now I will say there. Let's actually grab. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's what I figured. You're initializing it in two places. There. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh. All right, cool. Now we just have the one settings menu, and let's now add an area to upload a logo. You notice I'm working like one piece at a time. If I had gone in and said make a settings menu, add a logo, a place to upload a logo, add the ability to add our terms and conditions, you would see pretty quickly that it would go off the rails, and we likely wouldn't get a great output. So, all right, accept those, and now let's do a quick refresh. And here's our logo upload, so we'll go ahead and click that, and we'll just grab an image and insert that. So there we go, that's our logo. Let's hit save and see if it saves. All right, it looks like it. So now we will go ahead and I'll just do a hard refresh, switch out of it, back. All right, cool. So now let's move on to our next step. Let's just check the console. Okay, so now let's add a what you see is what you get field for our terms and conditions. Right, and we'll just verify it works. And then, yeah, I think we'll end the demo after we get the terms and conditions field working. Let's see. All right, let's refresh. See it. We did. You know, I don't love that these are to the left side, so let's go ahead and see if we can have them move above the fields. So we're gonna say, actually, let's just look how it's. So what I'm gonna tell it is. Two columns. All right, so I'm asking it to put it above, and then I'm going to ask if we need to have it as a table. All right, we'll accept that, and let's just do a quick refresh. Yeah, that is much better. This table could be wider, and we can ask about that. Okay, do another refresh here and see what we get. That is either not changed or worse. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be better getting rid of the table. There we go. Nice. All right, so now we have that. Let's just make sure it saves. Save that. And there we have it. So now we've added our settings page in the back end. We kind of debugged a critical error, and we now have this that we're ready to add to the PDF that we're going to generate. I'm going to end the video there. I think watching somebody vibe code is probably very boring, so we'll quit there and we'll jump back to the video, and I will see you soon. Thanks. So yeah, that's vibe coding. It's not magic, but it's a huge time saver if you use it right. It helps you get started faster, experiment more, and focus on building things that matter, not wrestling with setup and boilerplate. If you're building for clients, for yourself, or even just learning, give it a try. And hey, if you've already been using vibe coding, let me know in the comments. What tools are you using? What have you built? I'd love to hear about it. If this was helpful, hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day.